Hello everyone, this is Dr.P.Syamala from the Department of MBA International Business Management Studies, Acharya Nagarjuna University. And today's our topic is relating to the staffing. Okay, so staffing is nothing but one of the functions of management. Okay, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, these are all the functions of management. So under these, staffing is one of the functions of management. So what does a staffing means, or else what is the importance of staffing means? So basically every enterprise needs human force to get physical resources utilized for achieving its objectives. Okay, so human resource is very important aspect in order to utilize the resources in the organization, the physical resources. So whenever we use the resources only, we can achieve the organizational objectives. So for this purpose we need human force, which is nothing but the staffing. Means we are staffing the people in order to use the physical resources to achieve the organizational objectives. Okay, means manning the various positions in a organization. Right person, we are selecting a right person in a right place in right time. Okay, so the success of business enterprise depends to a large extent upon the abilities, the caliber, motivation, okay, all these aspects of the employee results in the business success of the business. Okay, so therefore it is a vital function of management, okay, to recruit, to develop and maintain a team of capable, efficient and dedicated employees. Okay, so staffing means it is a function, main function of management. Under staffing, okay, where what do? We will recruit the people, we will develop the people and we will maintain a team of employees. Okay, so a team of employees and at the same time efficient and dedicated employees. So this is the function of management, which is known as staffing. Okay, the staffing function of management refers to determination of manpower requirements, arranging and procuring it through recruitment and selection, maintaining it for a long period of time and developing it to the maximum level. Okay, so that is the basic thing behind the staffing. Okay, so we can say that basically this staffing function, it involves the proper selection, placement, training and development of the persons or employees so as to help them in performing assigned duties and work in the sufficient manner. Okay, so staffing provides manpower. Okay, so staffing means manpower. Why we use manpower? In order to, okay, in order to utilize physical resources of organization to achieve the or to accomplish the organizational objectives. Okay, so for that purpose we use the human resources. So that is known as the process involved by using this human resource is staffing. So staffing provides manpower, which is the key input of an organization. Okay, so that's why only this Coons and O'Donnell, okay, so he defined staffing as the managerial function of staffing involves manning the organizational structure through proper and effective selection of appraisal and development of personnel to fill the roles designed into the structure. Okay, so in an organizational structure we have different levels of management, and under these different levels of management men or the human resource is hired. Okay, so these people are hired on those places depending upon the abilities, capabilities, efficiency. Okay, so depending upon those we will recruit the people, we will select the people, and if at all it is requirement means we will give training to those people in order to get more efficient in their work. Okay, so that is why Our staffing means it is concerned with the placement. Okay, so placement, we are choosing a right person in staffing. So we are staffing is concerned with the placement, growth and development of all those members of the organization whose function is to get the functions done through the efforts of others. Okay, so staffing means we are we are using the need of human resource, okay, in order to achieve the organizational goals. Okay, through them physical resources are used. So the success ultimately depends upon these people only, the caliber of these people only. Okay, so finally, under staffing, okay, what were involved under the staffing? So what are the activities that can be made in staffing? Okay, so for example, first one, what were the activities means utilizing and promoting the manpower. So the first activity under staffing can be seen as the human resource. Why we are using human resource? Because if with the help of human resource only, okay, so the enterprise utilizes the physical resources of other physical resources in the organization to achieve the organizational objectives. So we need manpower to utilize the resources in organization to achieve the organizational goals. Okay, so first activity is we are placing the manpower in organization. Next one is we are selecting and recruiting the suitable person. So picking up a suitable person in the organization. So we are selecting the person and we are recruiting the suitable person in suitable place at a suitable time. Right person, right place, right time, in a right kind of place. Okay, so therefore another activity involved in staffing is selecting and recruiting after the utilization of manpower. And coming the third aspect of activity, placement of manpower development. Okay, so after placing the manpower in the organization, okay, we have to give full information to the person who is placed in a particular job, okay, or the place position. Okay, therefore placement of manpower development, we should develop the individual. Okay, so necessary information should be given, resources should be given. Okay, at the same time the support from the top level management should be given after staffing the person in a proper job position. Okay, so placement of manpower development. After that activity we'll go for training and development of employees. Okay, so if at all after selecting and recruiting the person, after placing them in a proper position, so if at all the person is a new to the organization means definitely we have to give training to that particular employee in order to know the organizational rules and policies, in order to know the state of affairs of the organization, and to be efficient in the job. Okay, so training and development of employee should be given. So this is another activity that is involved in the staffing. Okay, so the activities involved are utilizes and promotes manpower, select and recruit suitable person, placement of manpower development, and the last one is training and development of employees. And okay, afterwards, what is the need for staffing? Why should we give much importance to staffing? So what is the need, what is the requirement for an organization means? Okay, so to achieve organizational objectives, large number of activities are undertaken and performed for which manpower is required. For this activity, in order to perform this activity, we need staffing. Okay, so staffing means we are recruiting a person, we are selecting a person. Okay, so while we are doing this, why we are doing these activities, why we are taking manpower means in order to achieve the organizational objectives. So organizational objectives includes large number of activities. In an organization we have different functional departments, each function has to perform its own function, okay, for the effectiveness of the organization and for the productivity of the organization. Therefore, large number of activities are divided, and to each production department manpower is required. Okay, so therefore, in order to achieve the organizational objectives, manpower is required. And another one is, an organization grows, it needs additional human force. Why there is need for staffing means, another thing, organization's expansion, organization growth. Okay, whenever the organization is growing, growth of the organization means expansion of the organization, diversification of the organization. Okay, so whenever we are expanding our organization means, definitely we need additional human resource. Okay, why? In order to perform the activities. Okay, so therefore, whenever the organization enhances, whenever the organization goes for the expansion, definitely additional human force is required in order to, okay, in order to do the new techniques, in order to um, uh, what to say, in order to process. Okay, so these new techniques implementation, the human force is needed. Additional human force is needed whenever the organization grows. And another one is, at every stage of organizational change, design and development, staffing functions are needed. Whenever the organizational change take place, or else organizational design is changed, organizational development takes place, definitely there needs staffing, means manning the resources. So manning the positions wherever needed, the right person, we have to staff the people there. So whenever there is any organizational change, okay, regarding the management or else regarding the style of management, so whenever there occurs changes in the organization, okay, definitely we need to change the manpower according to the requirement of the organizational change. Okay, so another one is, staffing function assumed greater importance due to increasing size of organizations, rapid advancement of technology and growing complexity of human behavior. So all these leads to the need for staffing. Okay, so rapidly advancement of technology, nowadays technology is playing important role in the organizations. So adoption of technology plays gives increase in the productivity of organization. So therefore, that we have to hire new people, we have to hire additional human resource who knows, who are able in technology. Okay, who the persons who are having the skills in technology. So definitely we need to hire those people. So at the same time, the complexity of human behavior, also the nature of the human behavior also leads to the staffing. Okay, and coming to the importance. Okay, so what is the importance of staffing? Staffing helps in discovering and obtaining competent person for various jobs. So why staffing is important means, so in while staffing means the activities like recruitment, selection, training, all these were involved in the staffing. So whenever we are going for staffing means, definitely we are recruiting, we are selecting the competent person who are useful for the organization. So therefore, staffing is important to obtain, to discover the competent people for our organization. For that purpose, staffing is important. Another one is, it makes higher performance by placing right person on the right jobs. So staffing involves the recruitment selection. Okay, so while recruiting or while selecting the people for a particular job position, definitely the it involves placing the right person on the right job. For example, if we need a technical person, so definitely we will see the qualifications of the person regarding the technical aspects, the potentialities of the person regarding the technical aspects through interviews, through written test, through observation. Okay, so therefore we will pick up the highly performance people, that means right person on the right job. So this can be happen through staffing only. So in this sense it is important. It improves job satisfaction and morale of employees through objective assessment and fair compensation of their contributions. So by staffing, okay, so staffing means we are in staffing, recruitment is there, selection is there. At the same time, in this it involves the recruitment of our organization people also, where in the form of promotions or transfers, okay, within the organization. So promotions and transfers means definitely it increases the pay of the employees. So at the same time, the recognition, the responsibilities, at the same time, all will be similarly increased. And at the end of the day, this all results in the job satisfaction of employees. Okay, so employees job satisfaction, at the same time moral of the employees also increased through fair compensation of their contributions. Okay, so another one is it facilitates optimum utilization of human resources and minimizing the cost of manpower. Okay, so staffing means we are optimally utilizing the resources, human resources, by minimizing the cost. Okay, so we are reducing the cost by placing the proper people in a proper job positions. And coming to another importance is it ensures the continuity and growth of organization through development of managers. So we can see, if at all we are going for staffing means, so the importance leads to the ensurement of continuity of the organization. Okay, so the organization goes on, continues, the growth of the organization can be seen with the help of staffing. Why? Because under staffing we are employing a good people, competent people. Okay, so all these competent people means they are the skilled people. So skilled people obviously helps for the organizational performance, increase in the organizational productivity. So all this leads to the development of managers also. So all this development of managers leads to the continuation of the organization and growth of the organization. So through staffing it ensures this aspect. Another one is it enables the organization to cope up with the shortage of executive talent. So all organizations need not be filled with skilled people only. Okay, so but whenever we are applying this function, staffing function means, definitely we may not see the shortage of talented people. Why? Because while doing staffing means recruiting, selection, training, all these aspects. So while we are doing all these aspects, definitely we will pick the right person, definitely we will choose the right persons with talent. So while we are choosing all, or while we are recruiting the person properly with a good talent means, definitely our organization will not see the shortage of executive talent. Okay, so for this purpose staffing is important. And staffing and human resource management, basically staffing is related with more human resource management. Why? Because human resource management means it deals with the people, persons, employees of the organization. So therefore staffing is related to recruitment, selection, training of employees of the organization. So it is mainly concept related to HR. So its scope is different in small and large organizations staffing. Okay, so depending upon the size of the organization, and in small organizations functions of staffing is responsibility of all managers, and manager perform all duties related to employee salaries, welfare, etc. Basically staffing means related to HR means it is related to employee relations, salaries, promotions, transfers. Okay, all these training and development facilities, all these can be seen by the HR people, HR managers. So under small organization, the manager will see, in small organization the manager of the organization will look after all these aspects relating to staffing. But in large organizations a separate department called HRD department, human resource development department, will be there, which is a specialist to manage people. Okay, for that purpose only HRD will be there for larger organizations. But in small organizations a manager will be there, he look after all the things. But in large organizations there will be a separate department itself is there. Okay, so what is the staffing process? Okay, so coming to staffing process we will see all these aspects. First one is estimating the manpower requirement. See, the manpower requirement, how much we needed. So we have to analyze how much people are there now, and how much we have to analyze the estimating the manpower requirement. Next one is recruitment, selection, placement and orientation, training and development, performance appraisal, promotion and career planning, compensation. So this is the process followed while doing staffing. Okay, staffing is manning the positions. So we are manning the positions to right position, right person. So estimating, from estimating to compensation, there will there will be the staffing process. Okay, so coming to first one, estimating the manpower. Okay, estimating the manpower requirement. So manpower requirement means, so how much people we are forecasting, okay, or determining the future manpower, how much people we needed. At present, how many people are there working in our department, in our organization. So we have to analyze, we have to forecast the requirement of the labor force in organization. So while doing analysis regarding the manpower planning, so we will do two types of analysis. One is workload analysis and the other one is workforce analysis. So difference between workload and workforce means, workload is regarding the jobs that is to be done. Okay, so workload means what is the job position, job description, what is the job description that to be done, and at the same time what is the organizational existing objectives. So workload depends upon the organizational objectives and the jobs that are involved. Okay, but workforce means the number, the current employees, how many are there working. We have to analyze, if at all there is requirement, if we need another 100 members in our organization means, so we have to hire 100 members. So we have to analyze workforce, how many members we need, or else if there are surplus employees, we have to remove them. So all these aspects comes under the workforce analysis. So ultimately, estimating the manpower requirement aims at to have the right number, right kind of people in right place and right time. Okay, so again I'm repeating, estimating manpower requirement aims at right number, means workforce analysis, number, right kind of people, right place and at right time. Okay, place means workload, job, various job, what is the job. So this is related to estimating the manpower requirement. Next, coming to second process of staffing. What is this? Recruitment. So recruitment means we are recruiting the people, we are recruiting the employees. See here, recruitment means we are hiring the people. So that is the recruitment. So recruitment is a process of searching for prospective employees, okay, competitive employees, correct people, right kind of people for that right place, okay, and stimulating them to apply for jobs in the organization. So recruitment means, so we are going to recruit the people, we are hiring the people. So it stands by, we have to stimulate within the organization also, we may select the people depending upon their capabilities, qualifications, experience, etc. Okay, so it stands for finding the source. So recruitment means we are hiring the people. So in order to hire people, what were the sources, means in what way we can hire those people, means we have two aspects under recruitment. One is internal source and external source. So under internal source, through promotions and through transfers within the organization, we may select the employees. Okay, so internal source of recruitment means within the organization we will select the employees, okay, and promote them or transfer them. So that is internal recruitment. Coming to external sources of recruitment means through advertisements, through campus interviews, okay, likewise through giving newspaper ads, TV ads. Likewise we'll go for external sources through consultancy. So all these comes under external sources of recruitment. Okay, so those are the ways to select the employees for our organization depending upon the competencies, qualifications, etc. Third one is selection. So it involves choosing the best person out of the pool of prospective candidates and development through recruitment. Okay, so there is difference between recruitment and selection. Okay, so recruitment means here, see, we are searching for the recruitment aspects. So we are internal sources and external sources, we are searching for the employees only. But here in under selection, choosing, we choose the best person out of prospective candidates. Okay, so out of the applied candidates, we will select the best person for the job position. So selection is done through a process which involves steps like preliminary screening test. Likewise, so screening test, there will be written test, screening test, interviews. Okay, all these aspects leads to selection. Coming to placement and orientation. So what is placement and what is orientation? So placement is nothing but we are assigning a specific job to the candidate. Okay, we are assigning a specific job to the candidate selected for appointment. Okay, he is already selected. So now after selecting that person, we are placing that person in an organization. We have to give a specific job code, or else a job role to that person. So we are assigning a specific job, so that is known as placement. Coming to orientation, so orientation means we are introducing the selected employee to other employees in our organization. Why we need to introduce the employee means, in order to familiarize him with our organization's rules and policies. Okay, so he has to know our company's rules, our company's regulations, policies, procedures. Okay, for that purpose, orientation should be needed. And another process of staffing is training and development. After placement, we are training, we are giving the training. So it involves improving the job knowledge and competence of employees. If a newly employed person is there in an organization, okay, so from the day one, he cannot manage the job. So definitely we should give some training towards that person. Okay, so this helps him to increase the job knowledge, what to perform. Okay, what is his job, what is the role of the job. So all can be done, all can be known through training and development. Okay, then the person will be competent and he may increase his career growth through proper training. Okay, so this may happen within the organization also, like in-house training centers. So in-house training centers are available within the organization. Okay, they will give some training towards the selected people. Okay, regarding the job responsibility, regarding the job role that they have to be performed in the organization. And coming to next one, performance appraisal. So performance appraisal means a systematic evaluation of employee performance. So performance appraisal is nothing but we are evaluating the employee performance, to what extent the performance is there. So we will see the difference between the actuals and the standards. Okay, predetermined standards will be there for the organization for the specific performance of employee. So here they will evaluate the predetermined standards with the actual performance of the employee. And if at all there were any flaws, means definitely a feedback will be provided to that particular employee in order to increase the performance levels. Okay, so next one, promotion and career planning. Another one is, so promotion means we all know advancement of an employee. So now he is working as a assistant manager, so now he will be promoted to manager. After manager, general manager. Likewise, so a promotion will be there, and that means an advancement of an employee's growth, job role. Okay, in the management hierarchical system. So next one, promotion is accompanied by greater responsibilities. So promotion means definitely advancement, growth of the job. So whenever there is advancement in the job, means definitely responsibilities also increases. Definitely pay will be there, higher status will be there, recognition will be there, prestige will be there. Okay. So career planning means it is the process by which one selects career goals. Okay, career planning is nothing but each and every person will have a vision regarding his career. So therefore he will plan according to the opportunities that he is having. So aligning the career goals with the opportunities. That is career planning. Okay. Coming to the last one is compensation. So what does compensation means? All forms of pay or reward given to the employee, it is known as compensation for the work that he had done. Okay, so compensation policy in is can be influenced by the financial strength of the organization, or else salary offered by the competing firms. Okay, so how compensation is given to the employees, how it is determined means it depends upon the rules. According to the rules of the government, they will give the salaries. Okay, they will pay the rewards to employees, and at the same time salaries offered by competing firms also, they will see how other firms are giving to the same job position, what is the pay. Okay, what is the reward that is given to that particular job. Okay, all according to that, basing on that also compensation will be framed. At the same time, the how bargaining power of trade unions, how they are bargaining, okay, to those particular job positions. And at the same time, depending upon the company policies also. Okay, depending upon company for policies and company's financial strength also, they will pay to the employees. So that is compensation, and this compensation may be in the form of direct financial benefit and indirect benefit. Okay, coming to direct means, so directly the pay is given to the employees like salaries, wages, incentives, commission. Okay, all these are directly given to the employees. But coming to indirect payment, how they will pay indirectly means those are not salaries or wages. Okay, those are free transport, free housing facilities, free medical facilities, free educational facilities. Okay, so all these are the indirect payments given by the organization to the employees. Okay, so this is all about the process of staffing. Okay, so